No, dude, Pennywise was like legit like brutal in this show, bro. Like he did not give a
Yeah.
fuck.
No.
And then when he realized it's Pennywise, and then his voice changes, and he turns around and he's fucking like up on whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, his costume just fucking blood red, bro. Like from
Yeah,
just the
dude.
nose down, he looks fucking sick. I was like, holy shit,
I was rooting for him to kill everyone,
dude.
man. I was like,
Yeah, I was
kill,
like,
like, please, like,
I was like, please.
these these kids are like annoying the fuck out of me. Please take them out. And like the whole like general thing, like I'm so confused. Just kill them
Yeah,
all,
just
dude. Like
kill
after
him.
that, just kill them all, bro. I'm over it.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Saving Point Podcast. My name is Willie. I am one of your hosts. The other host over here on the other side, his name is Eduardo. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Good, man. We made it here after work. Back here with another podcast, filming for you all to check out. And as you can all tell from the title, we are going to be reviewing the newest season. It's Welcome to Derry. This
Mm-hmm.
is a very popular show that is out right now, and it just concluded what, like 2 weeks ago, right, or something like that.
Yeah, like mid-December was like the last episode, so it's been like a month or so since the last episode aired.
Yeah, man. So I
So
thought this would be a great opportunity for y'all to kind of check out our thoughts and our opinions of this season. It is, of course, a brand new show. It is based off, of course, the book and the movie and the story of Pennywise. So it was a different approach, man. I was not really expecting. I was not anticipating a lot going in because I didn't really know exactly what was going to
mhm.
happen. I kind of went in more blind, I think, than you did.
Yeah,
But yeah, what's your overall thoughts before we get into it?
yeah. So I mean, obviously, spoilers if you guys haven't seen the show yet, but um, yeah, I didn't know too much either. Like I don't think they even released trailers for it until like literally like close to like when the season. And then even I believe from what I remember at least like the trailer, like at least for me, I couldn't really tell exactly what the story was gonna be about based on the trailer. So like all I knew, like I said, watching the trailer, and then all I knew was like I knew it was a sequel that takes place like roughly 30 years before the. So it's a prequel to the Andy Muschietti 2017 one, and then the sequel, the Chapter 2 2019. So I just know it was like a 30-year prequel to that, to the movies. And then like there was like stuff about like if Pennywise was like at first they were saying like he wasn't even gonna be in the show, and then I heard like oh he's gonna be in it, but like just in the last episode or something. So aside from that, like I really didn't know too much about like what exactly. I did know that they were gonna explore a bit more of the kind of like the origin of Pennywise a little bit. So aside from that, yeah, I didn't really know much of what it was gonna be about.
Yeah, man. There was some things that I didn't care for, and there was things that was pretty cool to see. And
Yeah,
we'll get into all of that. But yeah, man, I think overall the season was good. It was a solid season. There was a lot of slow parts here and
yeah, that's
there
the yeah.
that
That's what I was
was
gonna
really
mention.
there's a couple of those, but overall it was a pretty good season. I
Mm-hmm.
think I would recommend it to somebody that likes horror and likes it. I
Yeah,
think they would enjoy this a lot.
yeah. I think it a justifiable like show. Like I said, I was scared. Like I don't like. I mean, with I think anything prequels, you're always kind of scared about because you're like it's a prequel. You kind of already know what happens. Like, are they gonna do a good job? Are they, what are they gonna do exactly? Um, but no, yeah, that was pretty solid. I did have some issues too with like the pacing. Like some of it was a bit slow. But overall, I thought they did a whole lot more with Pennywise than I thought they would. I think that they did a good job as well, like with what they did with him in the show. And then uh, And then yeah, so overall it's pretty good. Just yeah, some of the pacing stuff was a little slow, but I I dig it. That was pretty good. Then it wasn't bad. Like
Yeah, man. The first episode, bro. That was so. The first episode is kind of supposed to hook you and like bring you in to like watch the season.
mm,
Man, if it wasn't for this podcast, I don't know if I would watch episode two because I that first episode for me was
mm,
super slow and dry,
yeah,
and I was like, man, I don't know if I can make it farther, but I had to.
yeah, which is crazy because so I watched it as it was coming out weekly. You just kind of binged it. So I it took me like probably a few days or like probably even a week before I even watched the first episode when it came out. And like all I saw online was like the first episode was crazy. Like you guys got to watch it. So it's kind of funny how you thought kind of the opposite of what everyone else did.
Yeah.
Um, but I know what you mean because like I watched it and then the first episode and I was like waiting for like that crazy big thing that everyone was like talking about that like hooked them,
hmm
and like I didn't really get that much of a hook either. I was gonna watch it regardless because you know I love horror and like Pennywise and stuff like that, but I know what you mean on that too. What was did the first group of kids die in the first episode, or was
They
it the
did.
second episode? Okay,
Yeah, so that
so
was like the ending, I think, of
the
the
ending, right? Okay,
first episode, and I
yeah,
was like, all right, well, that was cool, but like, I'm so fucking lost too at the same
yeah.
time.
I think that was the hook because like they didn't think any of those kids were gonna die, especially like first
Hmm.
episode. I believe that's what everyone was talking about, which I get. But yeah, even based off the first episode, I was still like a bit confused on like what the overarching story or whatever was gonna be about. So
Yeah,
yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. But I continued because I had to, and episode two, a lot happened in episode two, which I was like, okay, now I kind of see the direction that they're going. They find the car that is buried that was mentioned in the first
Um,
episode,
hmm
and the bodies were in there. And then it kind of sets up the military stuff.
yeah.
That was episode two. So I was like, okay, so now they're building it where they're introducing more characters. It's a different storyline now. So I'm like, okay, so now there's more puzzle pieces to this giant ass puzzle. I have no idea what the fuck's happening. So,
hmm
but
Yeah. I felt like that just I don't know. So that part the whole military thing I think for me was kind of like the weakest point for me, especially at the end where they kind of that's when they kind of reveal what they actually want to do. So which I thought it was weird because like especially I don't remember the character but fucking Dexter's dad. The fucking
yeah,
show. I don't remember his name in the fucking show, but I mean it was cool seeing him in the show, but because so, like he was a like he like confronted Pennywise, I guess, like when he was a kid, right, and everything. Um, and like that's kind of part of the story where like if you leave Derry, you kind of like forget everything that happened or whatever, and then you come back and you remember or whatever, like the thing is. But um, so it's kind of like these artifacts, I guess, because they kind of. I mean, it ties in with like the like all the like indigenous people, which I thought that was like kind of different too. Like I wasn't expecting them to um kind of do like this whole all these artifacts that kind of like help seal um like Pennywise to like kind of just Derry pretty much. So like I just thought it was weird that the government at the end basically, even though he knew how like bad Pennywise is, like he basically like he wants them out, like he wants him to escape basically. So instead of like keeping him trapped or killing him pretty much or whatever, like he just like all right, let's just like destroy these artifacts so he can like pretty much escape. So I'm like I thought that was kind of weird, I guess. No, I don't know like what the yeah what they were trying to do, but
yeah. I don't really know either. I was that whole part I was kind of confused
yeah,
about. But yeah, I thought it was hilarious that Dexter's dad comes out of nowhere. His name is James Remmer. But I was
yeah,
like, oh shit, that's Dexter's dad,
yeah,
and he's the fucking general. All right.
yeah.
But yeah, the whole like artifacts and then like the fucking dagger came into play. The
Hmm.
dagger made sense, I guess. But like
Yeah,
the artifact stuff, like I'm still a bit confused on all that.
yeah, I'm a little bit confused. So, I mean, I guess like I said, it's like that also kind of weakens him as well, and like I said, it kind of keeps him trapped, right? Like because supposedly like because it is like an alien creature, I guess, whatever. So it like just kind of crash landed on Earth in Derry,
mm,
and like I don't remember the movies too much, to be honest. But so I don't know if I don't think the artifacts and stuff like that were like really talked about. Or that was I don't think that was a thing in the
I
movies.
don't think
I don't
so.
remember at least. Um, I could be wrong, but so yeah, so I thought that was interesting. Because yeah, I didn't know that. So it's kind of weird, like just tying that in or whatever. But so yeah, I mean, I guess like I said, the artifacts kind of help trap him, keep him
Mm,
contained or whatever. And then
yeah,
that's why like the indigenous people or whatever were trying to like protect the artifacts and
yeah,
the dagger because they knew. I mean, they know like how bad he is, and like
yeah,
if you can't kill him, like at least keep him trapped, in like the town radius or whatever. So
yeah.
um, that's kind of what I gathered from that and what I've seen like other people kind of talk about.
Right. Yeah. I guess for me, when all that was like being like explained, I kind of zoned out because I was already lost from the start, and then I was
Yeah,
like, I don't know if I have like
that was a bit
the
confusing.
yeah,
And it was
like
slow
the
pacing, so it was kind of hard to like really pay
yeah. So I'm like,
attention.
I was zoned out a couple
I
times. I
was
was like,
kind of the same
I don't even know
way.
what's going on.
Yeah.
But I do want to point out that the whole so some of this season and of everything that happened reminded me a lot of Stranger Things with the whole dynamic of like the kids and stuff, and that I don't really like that because it's hard for me to relate to like these fucking kids and like running around everywhere, and like that's
Yeah.
probably why I stopped watching Stranger Things because like it
Mhm.
wasn't I didn't care for that,
Yeah.
and that was one thing that annoyed me with this fucking show is the banter between the kids was low key fucking annoying to me. I was like the fucking high pitched like screams and shit. Dude, I'm like, can y'all just like fucking shut up? Like I'm over it, man. But
But I think that was one of the I think that was one of the big things on I get like people talk about where like it's a big gamble when it comes to kind of making kids like the primary uh like focus on like cast wise, I guess. So
yeah,
that's why a lot of people, from what I seen people talk about, like even Stranger Things was supposed to be just like a one season thing, and it was like a pretty big kind of gamble thing where like, oh, you're gonna make kids kind of like the main focus and stuff like that. So they didn't know how well I was gonna do, and ended up like blowing up and stuff like that. But
yeah,
so I know what you mean. But like, I mean, even in the old, like I mean, I haven't read the book, but even in
right,
like the old
yeah,
miniseries that they did back in the '90s, like you kind of knew it was like kid focus, right? And then
yep,
like the sequel or whatever, second episode or whatever is like the kind of like grown adults kind of taking on Pennywise again or whatever. But
yeah,
so I was curious to see if they're gonna do if kids again were gonna be the like the main like antagonists or whatever in the show, which they were, and that's another thing where like I think people were talking about were like I mean they were called like the Losers Club or whatever in like the main like the movies or whatever. So it's kind of like just kind of redoing the same thing again.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. Um, I thought, oh, like for me, like Rich, the he was like the coolest kid out of all of them to me at least. He was the one that I
Oh
actually liked
yeah,
the best. Like it was cool.
for sure. That kid was fucking hilarious, dude.
It was fucking funny. And then it was pretty
Yeah.
sad that he died. I was like, they fucking killed him out of
Yeah.
all of them, bro. I was like,
I
no.
was like, dude, you could pick any other one because they all
And,
were annoying as fuck. Like, please take them out. Please,
but yeah,
yeah, I was like begging each episode, please, one of these kids die, dude, so I can not hear them anymore.
yeah.
But they kill fucking Rich, and I'm like,
I was like,
really?
Yeah,
That's the one that you took out? Alright,
yeah. I was like
assholes.
waiting, dude. I was waiting because I was waiting to see because I think that episode ended right with like the like the I don't think it was a barn necessarily, but like the whole fire explosion, whatever. And then
Yeah.
I was like, he's not dead. Like he has to be alive. But then I was like,
Yeah.
nah, I actually did kill him. I guess I was like, damn.
Right. Yeah, that was fucked up.
That was fucking.
Um, there was two scenes in well, I guess three because of the ending, but there was two scenes besides the ending that I want to kind of point out that stood out to me. One
Mm,
was the graveyard scene. I thought the camera work with the
mm,
dead, that was
yeah,
pretty cool.
that was cool. Yeah,
That was pretty
yeah,
dope. I enjoyed that. I think the a lot of the visual effects in this show too was pretty damn
yeah.
like spot
Dude,
on.
it was. I
Yeah.
was surprised because, I mean, that's what I want to talk about. Like the amount of monsters and creatures and shit that it turned into was a
Yeah.
lot, and visually, like CGI and everything, looked really good. I was surprised,
Yeah.
especially like I don't know if it was like big budget, and that's why. Like, I mean, there's a lot of TV shows that kind of do big budget now, but like usually when it comes to television, like you can tell, like, all right, this is pretty like not so good, but
Yeah.
like I couldn't really find like a like a part into the whole show. I was like, oh man, that looked bad. Like it looked really good, and I was
It
surprised,
did.
like I said, with the amount of shit that they use, and not just like the same creature or character. Like they used a lot of different things, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked really good. All the shit that Pennywise turned into was like visually like appealing.
Yeah,
I think that if it wasn't for that, this I think this whole season would be fucking dull. I
yeah,
think that really sold the season of like, oh
yeah.
wow, this looks fucking like
That's
cool
yeah.
shit.
That's how I was like so surprised. I was like, holy shit! And it wasn't just like one episode. Like it was throughout the whole show.
No,
Because usually,
yeah,
like, okay, we're gonna save like a this big thing for like one episode because it's all we got the money for. But like, no, like
mm-hmm,
every episode, like hella shit. I was like, dude, this is pretty legit. I was like, this is pretty good.
yeah,
I was surprised. So I think that's another thing, like what kind of blew people away and kind of made them stay and like watch or whatever like that. But
right.
yeah, so,
The other scene I want to talk about is that cabin scene that you just
mm-hmm.
mentioned, where
Mm-hmm.
fucking Rich dies.
Yeah,
That cabin scene was epic as fuck,
yeah,
with
it
the
was pretty good.
fire and then
Yeah,
Pennywise like
yeah.
shows
Then he
up, dude.
came. Dude, that shows.
Dude, I was like, oh fuck, okay,
Dude,
this is what I was waiting for, bro.
yeah, no, dude. Pennywise was like legit, like brutal in this show, bro. Like he did not give a
Yeah,
fuck.
no, he
Like he,
didn't.
oh yeah, from the movies, like I don't even remember him being that like menacing and like just like I'm here to fuck shit up. Like I don't remember him being like that in the movies, man. So
No.
like for him to do it in the show, I was like, holy shit, like he's fucking legit in the show, dude.
Yeah, dude, I think that's what makes TV like superior to like film is because TV
Mm,
they have so much room to play, right?
yeah,
And all the room that they do have, they can spread it out and make things more like fucking
yeah,
grand because it's not
mm-hmm,
like a 2 hour fucking film. It's like you
yeah,
have like 8 episodes.
hey,
That's 8 hours
mm-hmm,
of like shit that you can include, and
yeah,
they really like included like the last like at 4 to 5 episodes, like the last
mm-hmm,
4 episodes was really like the episodes that like wrote
yeah,
like raised the fucking bar.
yeah, turn it
So
up, yeah, mm-hmm.
yeah,
No, yeah,
but
I agree. That's why sometimes I do prefer television over movies, just because you like so you do have more time to flesh out a story. And yeah, in the movies, unfortunately, it's like 2 hour kind of thing, and you have to try to like fit everything in that they can. So
yeah,
um, yeah, no, they did a crazy job. Like I was surprised, and like I said, to think like I said when I heard the things of like um, Bill Skarsgård not returning, of course
mm-hmm.
when it comes to like stuff like this, right? Like he's more of a movie actor, so like is he gonna do TV? But he also didn't kind of want to return, also from what I've seen, because like he felt like he kind of did what he did in the movies, and like he did like it ended like it was a chapter, or whatever. Like he didn't want to like come back and like overdo the character or like undo everything he did in the movies and like end up being like a bad uh like direction that they end up doing it. Um, but I'm glad he came back because
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you like I mean I've seen the original TV series um a few times, and I mean Tim Curry does a great job, but I think Bill Skarsgård like just nails it on like another level, bro. Like he's fucking insane. I think I think he's to
Yeah.
me. I think he's the better um, actor for Pennywise for sure.
I agree. I think he is the best fucking Pennywise. Just the
Yeah.
way he approaches the character is like,
Mhm.
and he's so like tall and like
Yeah,
lengthy too. So it
length.
just makes
Yeah,
everything look even more like weird and creepy.
creepy. Yeah,
And yeah, he is definitely great. And I also read that he was hesitant of doing this because he recently played a lot of dark roles,
yeah. That's
and
true.
it's hard for him to play like dark roles
Yeah,
all the time because it's
yeah,
a lot of work, right?
yeah.
And but I'm just so glad he fucking came and
Dude.
did it. And he was in it a lot. I
Yeah.
didn't think they were gonna bring him in as much as they showed him, bro.
No, that's what I was talking about. Because like I said at first, like right before the episode came out, like I said, I heard well, like I said before, it was like, oh, he's not coming back at all. Then like, oh, he's gonna be like a little cameo at the end, like in the last episode. And then, like as it kind of went on, it was like, oh, he's gonna be in like the last two episodes or something. But yeah, like the first like four episodes or something, I don't think he was in it. I think the first time he showed up was like that tunnel scene, I believe, like when they went into the
Hmm.
tunnels. And then like I don't think that was probably like I don't remember like episode four maybe or so. And then like I don't think he was in the next one, but then like the last three episodes or whatever, like he was in it a lot.
Yeah.
And like whenever he was on, like I was like, dude, like you just definitely paid attention because you see what the fuck he's gonna do.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I was rooting for him to kill everyone,
Dude,
man. I was like,
yeah, I was
kill,
like,
like, please,
I was like, please.
these these kids are like annoying the fuck out of me. Please take them out. And like the whole like general thing, like I'm so confused. Just kill them
Yeah,
all,
just
dude. Like
kill
at
him.
the, just kill them all, bro. I'm over
Yeah. And
it.
it was a prequel too, so I was like expecting a good amount of people to die, or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
And then like even like his dialogue too, like the way he like presents himself, the way he speaks as like Pennywise,
yeah.
like it's so good, man. He's so
Yeah, he
freaking
did a damn good job.
yeah,
The ending of this season was pretty epic. You had like
yeah,
40-50 minutes of pure like action, which I
yeah,
was like, oh, thank God,
yeah,
because a lot of the season was slow. I was like,
yeah,
I'm glad that they ended it strong.
yeah. That was a good ending. Yeah,
That whole scene on the ice, dude, was
dude, it was
crazy.
crazy, dude. Okay, we gotta talk about the end of episode 7 when I forgot the kid's name. What's the kid's
Will,
name? Will, dude. And I can't remember if it was the dad or the mom where they like the phone rang. He answered the phone, and I can't
the
and like you
dad,
knew it was
yeah.
Pennywise, right? But like I can't remember if it was like the dad or mom. And then he's like and then when he realized it's Pennywise, and then his voice changes, and he turns around and he's fucking like up on whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, his costume just fucking blood red, bro. Like from
Yeah,
just the
dude.
nose down, he looks fucking sick in that. Like I was like, holy shit! I
Yeah.
was not expecting because you just see the normal kind of just like all white kind of costume for him. So like for him
Clown.
to just be like blood red, bro. Like he looked fucking insane. I thought they
He
did a good
did.
job. Like he looked fucking sick.
Yeah, he looked really good, and I'm glad they kept that throughout the entire next episode too.
Yeah, me too. Because I was
Yeah.
like, they better. Because I was like, there's no way he like shows up like that and then just goes back to his like normal costume for like the rest for the last episode. So I'm glad they did. Because dude, he looked. I think that's like the best like costume that they've done for sure for
Yeah.
Pennywise. That's what I can say.
And the fucking ending where he has all the kids like fucking in the air and they're all like fucking lined up to like do I don't know where he was like taking them or what they were doing with them, but they're all like, like zombied out. They're all up in the
Yeah.
air like this
Oh
like
yeah.
row.
Well, yeah. It's because I forgot what the thing is because like they did in the movie too. Like when he opens his mouth fully and like it's just like light or whatever it is. Like
Mm-hmm.
it just like kind of like controls you or puts you in like a thing. I forgot what it was exactly, but um, so that's why they're like just don't look at the light, or I forgot what they say or whatever when he does that. Because like yeah, once you see that, you're just fucking like in a trance or whatever. So yeah, that
Yeah.
should be insane as well.
But then
Uh,
they reach the ice and the fucking the kids are riding that fucking bus and onto the ice and
yeah.
I thought it was cool when they get to Pennywise and then
Hmm.
he's like he's chasing Marge, I think that's her name, and but
Hmm.
he like stays still and he's like fucking frozen with like his fucking teeth out.
Yeah, dude, it looks
Dude,
insane.
that was sick. I was like,
Dude, it
dude,
looks
this is fucking sick
fucking
right here.
insane. The yes, that's so like I mean I was like a Pennywise fan, but like the way they did him in the show, like definitely made me more of a fan of Pennywise as a character for sure.
Yeah.
So like I'm definitely excited to see like what else they do. Because also I was surprised like because I mean we heard that they were supposed to kind of do a bit of the origin of like Pennywise or whatever because he was a
Yeah.
real person in like 1908 I believe. Like he was I mean he was Pennywise the dancing clown, but his real name was Bob Gray.
Yeah.
Um, and and at least in like what they kind of showed in the past in the show is like he was like this kind of like big circus clown performer, but it was kind of towards the end of his kind of career. He was just kind of like doing like more kid stuff or like his own kind of thing everywhere. And then that's where kind of it came and like pretty much killed him, and then took like that persona and like kind of made Pennywise the main like it thing that it transforms into because the whole thing mainly is like if he's on fear, so like of course kids are more vulnerable to fear or like be afraid of things.
Mm-hmm.
So um and like kids like he saw like kids love clowns and like all that stuff. So like why not turn into fucking Pennywise? So I kind of lured these kids in and then ended up fucking like killing them and shit like that. So
Yep.
it's pretty cool, kind of seeing a little bit more of like kind of the origin of like Pennywise and stuff like that.
Yeah, they did I thought the backstory was good. I it didn't really show a whole lot of it,
Yeah,
which I don't mind because the I think the whole theme of the show was about Pennywise and it about being scary, not like a documentary back like
mm-hmm.
fucking backstory, So
More
I
like an
I didn't
origin.
mind that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't mind that it wasn't just about the fucking backstory. It was
yeah,
also about him like eating the kids and shit.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
was like
yeah, for sure. No, yeah,
so I didn't mind that they didn't like go like dive into
I
it.
agree with that. I wonder if they're gonna do more because, well, I mean, so they have two more seasons planned. Each season is supposed to go back another 30 years. So 1935 is supposed to be like season two, and then 1908 will be season one. So I'm sure they'll do more kind of flashback origin stuff. I'm guessing of Pennywise, especially with like the third season, since it'll be
Mm,
1908, where that's where like Bob Gray was killed, whatever. Um, so I'm sure they'll kind of do more, but so I'm curious to
yeah.
see exactly what they end up kind of doing or whatever.
If they're going back, how come at the end of the last episode it went to the future in 1988?
Yeah. So from what I seen other people talk about, um, like how there was a part where like Pennywise tell like he knows the future, like in that eighth episode where I don't know if it was Marge or Lily where he's like your kid in the future kills me or whatever. I can't remember which of the two
Mm,
girls it was. So what I've seen like a bunch of people talk about is like Pennywise like perceives time like non-linearly. So like he lives or he can see the past, present, and future. Um, so that's why he was trying to kind of kill these kids to prevent him from dying in the future, which was like in the movies.
Mm,
Um, so I don't know if like kind of that has to do a little bit with it. Um, I'm
interesting. Okay.
guessing. Um, so because it was the same character, the Beverly Marsh character, who they showed at the end, where like the mom killed herself, and then they talked
Mm-hmm.
about that in the movie. So I don't know if so because I don't know if that's just something they kind of just cameoed in or whatever, like oh like this is like the lead up to the thing, or I don't know exactly right, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the thing. I wanted to mention that anyways, but um,
Interesting. Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be interesting to see. And they're going back to the 1930s and
yeah,
doing a whole season about that because 1930s. It's. I feel like that's a hard time period to even
to
like
do, yeah,
explain and to do. And then they're gonna
yeah.
go back again to 1908,
Oh
which
wait,
again is a whole no another
yeah,
time period. So there's
yeah,
a lot of elements that they're gonna be doing because like 1908, there's no cars. You know, like
yeah.
the
That's what I'm saying.
the Model T didn't come out the fucking 20s. So
Yeah,
like it's gonna be
it's
a
gonna be
whole like it's
interesting, really
yeah,
interesting.
it's gonna be like fucking horses and shit. Like you know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be
I mean,
different.
it should be.
So
Yeah,
very
it should be.
curious.
Yeah, yeah. I'm curious to see because, like I said, 30 years made back in time every season. So I don't know, like, yeah, what this story will each season story will be about, and like the yeah, like how much the time period is gonna affect it and all that type of
Yeah,
stuff. But um, I mean, and yeah, Bill Skarsgård returning just like sold me a whole lot more on this show for sure. Like, and even like I said before the show started or began, I was like, how can they even do an uh show, even if it is a prequel, without like Pennywise? You know
right.
what I mean? It's like, how can you do that? So I'm really glad you did come back um,
Yeah,
to do the show. So hopefully he comes back again for the other two
right.
seasons.
Yeah, he
But
has to.
yeah, at this point, like he can't not, because then it'll
No.
just be weird and just like throw everything off. So
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, I thought the season was good. The only thing I didn't like was the banter between the kids. It
yeah,
reminded me of Stranger Things, which I didn't like Stranger Things either because of that. But what I did like about this was the visual effects. I liked that Pennywise was creepy as fuck and all the different transformations that they did with him. That was
yeah,
a major plus for me, and it kind of drew me in more of the show.
mhm,
But yeah, I think overall it was pretty solid.
yeah. No, it's cool. I mean, yeah, the ending, I guess, is they kind of all just kind of reunite to kind of put that dagger that the like we talked about the military was trying to destroy for good to kind of just like let him out and escape, and they were kind of able to place that dagger back in like I don't know if it was the original spot or just a spot where they can just kind of reunite with the other ones or whatever and kind of keep them locked in and like make them go back into like hibernation or whatever that it does. But yeah, overall it was pretty good. Like I said, pacing wise was probably the worst kind of part about it for me. But everything else was pretty decent. Um, yeah, I think I enjoyed the banter in the movies more than the show for sure with the kids, but
Yeah,
it was better in there. But yeah, overall it was pretty good though. I enjoyed it.
yeah. I guess thank you for suggesting to watch this show,
Yeah.
and thank you for suggesting to do a review on this channel. And hopefully, y'all watching really enjoyed it. And
Mm,
please let us know, your thoughts on this show because there's a lot of moments, a lot of different elements to the show, probably some that we missed that you want to talk about. So please don't hesitate. Drop us a comment down below and let us know, man, because I think
mm,
Eduardo and I would definitely love to hear from you.
yep, definitely. Let us know who's if you like Tim Curry or Bill Skarsgård better.
Yeah.
uh, well, Tim Curry does a great job. No knock
He
on fucking
does.
Tim Curry because he was fucking great, but Yeah, the way
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård plays the characters, because.
Yes, I
Um,
agree.
but yeah, no, good season. See how long it takes for them to do the second one.
I know. I'm curious, waiting for the news to come out. Hopefully it's sooner than later, huh?
Yeah, hope they don't take fucking 5 years.
I know. We shall see. But yeah, any closing things that you want to talk about before we end the show?
I guess. Well, I don't know if this episode. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because even if it doesn't come out before this weekend, which probably won't. But I did want to shout out like Lord of the Rings 25th anniversary thing. So if you guys aren't aware, if you guys are big fans, then you should know already. But this weekend, starting on the 16th, if you guys see this or are even going then, or if not, the weekend of the 23rd, they're gonna be playing the extended versions of uh, Fellowship, Two Towers, and Return of the King. So you guys should definitely, whether you've seen it or not, you guys should definitely go check those out in theaters.
It's worth the 4 hours. Trust me,
Is
it
yeah,
is.
I was like,
I
it's
would
the
go.
extended version, so it is fucking like 4 hours each movie almost, but it's, I mean, it's worth for sure. It's gonna be epic. Willie and I are going this weekend to watch all
Yeah.
of them. Should be a good time.
Hell yeah. Cannot wait. And yeah, like Eduardo said, it's the 25th anniversary, so I think me and Eduardo has something big planned, probably come next month, for you all. Hint, hint. If that doesn't tell
Mm-hmm.
you what it is, I don't know what will, but stay tuned for that because I think we are very excited to be talking about that topic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I thought this was a good episode, man.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I enjoyed it. Good show.
Absolutely.
I think so.
With that being said, I think that's all we got for y'all. Please be sure to follow us on X, follow us on TikTok, follow us on all the social media, Saving Point Podcast. If you see our face, you know it's the right platform. Please hit a follow, comment on the videos, and please subscribe here on YouTube. We would definitely need your support, and we would love your support. So yeah, any closing thoughts for the audience, Eduardo?
No, I think you nailed it pretty much.
Cool,
Pretty.
man. With that being said, hope you all have a great night. Happy New Year again, and stay tuned for more. Peace out.
Catch you guys next time. Peace.